No, that's where she's, you're not with the Kings. Are you with the Kings?
Yeah.
Then she gets to start. Here you go. You get to go by the shepherds. You're the shepherds. And you're in heaven. And here's baby Jesus. A very, very, very long time ago, there lived a sweet and holy young woman. Her name was Mary. Mary loved God, and God loved her in a very special way. God decided that he was going to send his son to bring peace to the whole earth. God would be the father, and Mary would be the mother. One day, Mary was walking around her garden picking flowers, and her crown was falling off, so I have to fix it as she comes around. I got it. Pick it up. And she lost her crown, and she picked it up, and she handed it to an angel in blue, who put it back on her head. Just like that. Then she sat down in her chair with the flowers in her lap, and she began her daily prayers. Suddenly, a bright light filled her garden. Mary was so surprised she jumped up and dropped her flowers. She had never seen an angel before. She was a little afraid. So the angel said, "Don't be afraid, Mary.
Don't be afraid, Mary.
God sent me to tell you
God sent me to tell you.
you're going to have a baby."
You're gonna have a baby.
And Mary looked puzzled and said, "But how can I have a baby?"
How can I have a baby?
And the angel said, "Don't worry.
Don't worry.
God will take care of everything.
God will take care of everything.
And everything is going to be fine."
Everything's gonna be fine.
And Mary said, "I trust God.
I trust God.
Thy will be done."
That will be done.
So Mary sat down to pray some more, and the angel flew away to Joseph, who's sleeping over there. Meanwhile, in another city, Mary's fiancé Joseph was sleeping. While he was sleeping, another angel appeared. The angel appeared to him in a dream. The angel said, "Joseph,
Joseph,
you are loved by God.
you are loved by God.
He's giving you an important job.
He is giving you an important job.
Your job is to go and marry Mary
Your job is to go marry Mary
and protect her
and protect her
and the child,
and the child.
because God and Mary are having a baby,
Because God and Mary are having a baby.
and this baby will save the world."
And this baby will save the world.
Joseph got up and rubbed his eyes because he had never seen an angel before. Joseph looked at the angel and said, "I will do what God wants.
I do what God wants.
I will marry Mary tomorrow,
I'm going to marry tomorrow.
and I will protect her, and I will protect the little child."
Little child.
So Mary picked up her flowers, and Joseph went to find Mary, and the angel flew away. And Joseph found Mary and said, "Hi, Mary.
Hi, Mary.
Let's get married."
Let's get married.
And Mary said, "Okay."
Okay.
So they went to the middle of the rug. And God married them. After they were married, Joseph said to Mary, "Don't worry, Mary.
Hello, Mary.
God sent me to take care of you.
God sent me to care of you.
And I'm going to take care of the baby too."
Baby too.
Now the king of the land decided he wanted every single person to go back to the city where they were born so he could have them counted. Joseph was born in a small town called Bethlehem, which was really, really, really far away from Nazareth, where Mary and Joseph were living. Because there were no cars or buses, they had to go by foot or by donkey. They had to go by foot and by donkey. And it was a very hard journey. And it was very long because Mary was very pregnant and very uncomfortable. But they traveled and they traveled because they knew this was God's will for them. Finally, they reached an inn. See there. They found Bethlehem. And Mary looked at Joseph and said, Joseph, the baby's coming.
Joseph, the baby's coming.
I need to lie down.
I need to lie down.
So Joseph came to the first inn. What do you want? You need a room? I don't have any room. Go away. Slam. So he went to the second inn. Move over so everybody can see. Go ahead. Real neat.
What do you want?
Slam. So then he went to the next inn.
What do you want? I don't got a room, but I got a stable where all the animals keep you warm.
And Joseph said, okay, that's good.
Okay, that's good.
And the innkeeper said, come on, I'll take you there.
Come on, I'll take you there.
So the innkeeper took them to the stable. And Mary
I'll keep you warm.
And Mary gave her flowers to the innkeeper. And Joseph and Mary said, thank you.
Thank you.
And the innkeeper went back home. Okay, so they sat down and started to fix the bed for the baby. And Mary said, Joseph, I'm cold. And Joseph said, I'm going to go get some wood for some fire. But while Joseph was gone, the angel Gabriel came. And helped her have the baby. And Mary laid the baby in the manger while the angel stood over her. While the angel stood over the baby. Over the baby. Then Joseph returned with the wood. He said, Mary, you had the baby.
Mary, we have the baby.
And Mary said, yes. And we're going to call him Jesus.
Yes, we're going to call him Jesus.
Because that's what God wants. So Joseph knelt down and began to pray. And they all prayed with folded hands. Meanwhile, 3 shepherds were watching their sheep. Suddenly, a bright light appeared. An angel came before them, and they were sorely afraid. And the angel said, don't be afraid. Oh, no. Real loud.
Don't be afraid.
I have good news.
I have good news.
A baby is born.
A baby is born.
He is the Son of God.
He is the Son of God.
So now you're not scared anymore. Take and turn your sheep around. He will save the world.
He will save the world.
And the angel said, but where can we find him?
But where can
I'm sorry, the shepherd said, where can we find him?
Where can we find him?
And the angel said, just follow me.
Just follow me.
And they went on the journey. They took their sheep. Okay, that's good. Stop. She's the assistant director. No, you stand up. The angel stand. Yeah, right there. Turn your sheep around. Meanwhile, in a country far, far, far away to the east, there were 3 kings whose gifts I can't find. So, not the shepherds. Oh, the kings were visited by another angel. And the kings were sorely afraid because they had never seen an angel before. But the angel, hold it. Is it making noise? Oh, okay, it's a camera, okay. I thought it was ticking. So the angel said, don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid.
I have good news.
I have good news.
A baby is born.
A baby is born.
He is the Son of God.
He is the Son of God.
He will save the world.
He He will save the world.
But the first king said, how will we find this king?
How will you find this king?
And the angel said, just follow the star
Just follow the star.
and you will find him.
And you will find him.
And the second king said, we should bring gifts. We should bring gifts.
It will give.
And the last king said, yes, gifts for the king.
Yes, gifts for the king.
And the angel said, follow me.
Follow me.
Okay, follow her. Hold the star up.
Hey.
No, you'll say, hey, say excuse me. And they traveled very, very far until finally they reached the stable. And when they did, they went around again. And then when they reached the stable, they laid their gifts of gold and frankincense and myrrh in front of the king, and they all knelt down. We were supposed to see their faces. Meanwhile, the rest of and they were praying. They were folding their hands and praying. Meanwhile, the rest of the people in the town heard about this newborn king, and they went to worship the king too. And they all knelt down with their hands folded, and they sang very quietly as the baby slept. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round our Virgin Mother and Child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Now we're all humming. Everybody hum. Come on, Kings. Baby drink. Everybody's gonna sing now.
Silent night,
Holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round that Virgin Mother and Child,
Holy infant, so tender and mild.
sleep
I can't hear you, folks.
please, sleep in heavenly peace.
Did I tie my shoes?
Yes,
I tied my shoes. I told the kids they can't take their costumes.